Listen, the Ottawa Senators have goaltending problems. Everybody knows that. But you know you have real goaltending problems when you sign a goalie in the middle of a game. The Ottawa Senators and problems in net. You can't find a better match over the last 10 years. And last night against Colorado in Colorado, it hit an all-time low. The Sens were destroyed by the Colorado Avalanche last night, 8-2. And during that game, news came out that the Sens signed James Reimer, free agent goaltender James Reimer, 37-year-old, to a professional trial contract in the AHL. This was in a game where I saw something I didn't think I'd ever see before. Maybe I have, I just can't remember. But Merolainen started that game for the Sens. He was pulled after giving up 3 goals. Solgaard comes in. He gives up 5 goals. They put Merolainen back in the game. The goaltending in Ottawa, you almost have no words for it. It's that bad. They have the worst goaltenders in the league statistically. Linus Ullmark is at the bottom of the list when it comes to goals saved above expected. Not too far behind him is Levi Merolainen. The team save percentage is the worst in the NHL. And it's the worst it's been for the Sens, I believe, through 40-plus games since 1993-94. I got to double check that stat, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It is that bad. And it's unfortunate because the team in front of the goaltending has been pretty good. Obviously, there's some defensive issues sometimes and some defensive collapses, but going forward, these guys have a really good offense. They're top 3 when it comes to expected goals, and they're in the top 11 when it comes to goals for. So the goaltending is really pulling this team down, obviously. They're 5 points out of a wild card spot, and now 10 points out of 3rd place in their division. So 5 points out of a wild card with 39 games remaining? You're not dead in the water, but if the team remains the same, and it probably will for the foreseeable future, at least in net, where is this team going to go? Even if they do make the playoffs, it reeks of a one-and-done situation because the goaltending is not going to be able to keep them there. Unless Linus Ullmark, who's on a personal leave at the moment, and I'm not going to speculate to what's going on. We all saw the rumors online, and they're absolutely insane. I don't know if they're true. I don't think that they're true. The Ottawa Senators have shut that down. They shut down the trolls with one statement. But if he does come back, what is he? He's been the worst goalie in the league statistically. Right? You can't expect him to come back and be better. I guess maybe you could, because if he's hit rock bottom, there's only one way up. But you've seen a large sample size with Linus Ullmark, and it's not very good. And if you want to go out there and find another goaltender, who is that? There's not much available. You know, Laurent Brossoit just got traded to the Sharks. He probably could have helped the Ottawa Senators. But maybe Steve Staios and co. didn't want to make that move. And then you go and get James Reimer because really he's the only free agent goaltender that's available who played in the league last year, had an .897 save percentage. So what is that? Basically league average or maybe above average save percentage? And if they get that, they're probably in a much better position. Actually, statistically, they would be in a better position. They'd probably be in a playoff spot with league average goaltending. If you have a guy like, I don't know, Vamelka or Stuart Skinner or Jake Allen in net, you're probably in a playoff spot and there isn't massive question marks about what's going on in between the pipes. And now if you want to put together a package to go get a goaltender, who is that? You're going to go to St. Louis and try and get Jordan Binnington? He's having a horrible year. And statistically, he's right behind Linus Ullmark. So they're in a world of trouble. And I don't see any solution right now. Best case scenario, Linus Ullmark comes back and he's 60% or 70% of what he possibly could be. Remember, this guy won a Vezina. If he comes back and he's an average goaltender, the Sens are in good shape. Unfortunately, just having an average goaltender isn't good enough in the NHL right now. You need a couple of them, or you need one really good one. And those are hard to find. And the Sens are not going to find it, and they don't have it.